Happy Friday. Welcome to my channel. My channel filled with all the things. It is Friday. It is 4th of July weekend. So no matter what you do, be safe. Have fun, whatever that means to you. Hopefully you're off, but enjoy the day. I know people celebrate 4th of July in different ways and has different meanings. But hang out with me today. Bye with me, chat with me. Please like and subscribe. You need to be a good human and you need to be an adult. Come on now. Tell me your weekend plans. Every time, that's like a glitch. I don't know if I'm fast acting on it and it's still like flutters out for people on the other side. But every time I try to do the question and poll, it restarts. It's annoying. Yesterday, it actually blocked out the camera. I'm like, come on now, YouTube. I'm going to treat myself to some sparkling water today and some regular water on the side. Even though, like, sparkling water is water and it has no sugar in it, it still feels like I need, like, water on the side, What up? Welcome back again. I'm glad you're showing up again. I hope you never feel like you're not welcome here, because you're always welcome here, Fraggle. And everyone loves you. Or everyone will. So, what's going on over there in the basement? Let me do... I don't want to ask the question of, like, what are you doing this weekend? Seems so lame. But the questions have been fun in the chat, Fraggle. I've been doing questions. And sometimes it's weird. But I feel like you're going to get weird responses no matter what. And then sometimes it's very telling. I've had, like, really, like, deep conversations based upon random questions. So I enjoy that. But coming up with a question is so tough. It isn't, like, life-making decisions, but it is tough. I'm from the U.S. I don't know. Da-da-da. I'm not in India. What are you doing besides taking up space in my chat? And now you will never do that again. Good job. In the windows? Okay, like the ones that drip outside. How many windows and how many AC units? I think that we should still do, like, what Trocent said. And I say we, like I'm going to be there, right? I think we should still do what Trocent said and hand out deodorant. I still want to find some time to tell you the tea, though. Bars on the window? That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Let me try. And I feel like the Brits will be like, no. But I'm going to do it anyways. Here, do it this. Wazam. Lamb. Oh. Jeez. The bars, that's crazy. There's a house in my neighborhood that has bars. There's a few of them, actually. My neighbor next door, he actually stopped me and talked to me earlier. Should I even start talking about any of this? It's like block words, Dutchie. Block words in your brain and block words on YouTube. In your brain and on YouTube. But he was telling me, not today, but before, that there were a couple other homes with bars on the window. Because there was one home that has them, like, everywhere. It always makes... I look back now and I'm like, well, telling. And there was a lady that lived there for years. And then the house that the SWAT came and stuff, they ended up moving out, go figure. But there was a lady that would live there for years. I actually thought she had owned it, but no. Anyways. Is there hard to find job? Is it hard to find job here? Oh no, not a community BO stick. Oh good lord. I'm imagining like leftover hairs. That's so gross. I mean, are the women having to share? Like you, maybe one women and one man? I cannot. Oh no. I don't know. I'll bring my own, okay? I actually got a good deal on deodorant a while ago, and I have so much deodorant. I told my best friend, I was like, girl, you want me to send you some? I'm like, I'm gonna try to use it all. I mean, like deodorant doesn't like go bad, you know? But I was like, you need some deodorant? I was like, I got some toothpaste too. I was like, I'm not trying to say you stink or anything, and I don't want to give it to you on like your birthday or like Christmas or something, because those are like indicators. Like, are you telling me I stink, or they're just easy gifts, you know? I'm not like the worst gift giver. I really like things that stand out and remind me of people. Like that's where I'm like, I get gifts for people randomly, and I do like care packages for my friends and stuff, and I collect them things for XYZ amount of time when I see them, and then it becomes like their stash. Like my best friend's stash it has a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Anyways. You need me to mail you some deodorant? I mean, I'll just walk on over, you know? Wolfie was talking about the crime or something in Philly earlier. And you're over there like, yeah, we had to take off the bars. It's not funny. It's really not. I mean, you hear about my jacked up neighborhood. We all need bars on the window. I actually considered it at one point when the shit was like really getting crazy. I was like, maybe I should. But I was like, that's crazy. What is going on here? Hey! Paul, you changed your name. What up? Happy Friday. Yeah, you know, when I was a teenager, there was like a time in this apartment complex where we lived where the whole thing was going off because there was a smoke detector or something. It wasn't actually even a fire. I remember it not being a fire, but I don't remember what it was. But I remember the lady I was living with came in and she was like, do you not hear that? And I was like, no. I was like, what's going on, you know? I was like, oh, that's very telling. But I sleep very lightly, too, at the same time. It's confusing. Oh, someone dropped something. I'm sorry. I thought I saw a last second of it as I was checking on something. Thank you so much. I think it was the star. Moose from Ned's Declassified? Oh my gosh. That's a good one for a poll. Fraggle, you remember Declassified? I mean, you're older than me, Fraggle, so maybe not. Maybe not. That is so funny. Thanks, Ronnie. Did you send the last one? I'm catching up in the chat. That's funny. Bard. How old are you, Bar? Everyone in here, please drop your age, astrology, and yesterday I did. Maybe I should do that again. Let's go back. Hold on. I'm gonna switch up the last one though. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna check this too now. Hold on. Oops, sorry. Oh, it took it away. Damn it. Now I have to type it again. Hold on. That sucks. Annoying. Okay. Okay. Lamb. Okay. And for the ones that have answered this before, and I know that you've answered this, then you don't have to say it again. In LA, Spider-Man? I don't know. I think a lot of places are getting bad. Thanks, Jesse. Did you translate that? I was like, oh. It's like gibberish. Or more like Morse code. Whenever they do the squiggle shit, I'm out. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, Preggle, like, is that because I'm willing to donate some deodorant? Or what if I didn't? Is it gonna be one stick as a community? That's insane. That is so gross. I was imagining like really gross things. Anyone ever watched that show? I honestly, I watched like new episodes of it a few months back, but it was around like, I always like turn on the TV when I'm actually eating dinner and then going to sleep. And I just was like, ew, I don't want to watch this show while I'm eating dinner. But what is it called? It's like The Strangest Things or something, where they have like those weird ass obsessions. It's crazy. I thought of that too. When I was like, ew. Sharing deodorant with sharing the same stick and shit. Ugh. With like hair or something. Ew, I don't even want to paint the picture. Yeah, Paul. I didn't see much, but it looked like you had like a little like flower garden or something at your place. Is that true? That's gross. Thanks, Jesse. Pico, is that you? Oh yeah, it is you. It took you off as a mod because I accidentally hid you yesterday. Hey Pico, happy Friday. Or yeah, happy Friday. I was like, wait a minute. Accidentally hid Pico yesterday. But I thought you came back and you had your wrench. Did I not notice that? I had to double check it was you, but you still had your deleted message history. So I was like, yeah, that's you. Which is telling, because that means if you hide someone and you unhide them, their message history would stay the same. So that would be kind of how you would know if someone was making a duplicate account. Okay. What up, Mitchell? Wait, what? Okay, just like you remember watching Golden Girls with Teddy, right? Blame it on Teddy. What did you retract, Pico? Is London melting? Yeah, is London really melting? Look, call your name. That seems like aggressive. No. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, you better post that in the community. Oh, I saw Trosen's stuff. I saw Farm stuff. And Mela. But Trosen posted his cat. You check it out, Fraggle. And he made a little comment to you. He posted his Kenny and then Squeaky. I was like, oh, look at that. This like celebrity surprise appearance on the community. Me? 40 Gemini pizza. I didn't know. I had no idea. Thanks for reminding me. Actually, the pizza now for breakfast, like breakfast pizza, because I'm down. I remember when I worked at a pizza place, they literally, the manager, when he was in a good mood, which was not very often, sometimes, like, it was, like, more so bad moods than good, but he would make breakfast pizza, and we just were like, yeah, it's gonna be a good day, y'all. It's gonna be a good day. We were getting breakfast pizza. He's feeding us. It's gonna be good. He actually, when I stopped, like, working for them, like, I kept in touch with some of them and had run into him here and there at places and stuff. But he ended up making brownies and cheesecake for me one time, and he's a phenomenal baker. Like, phenomenal. Oh, the cheesecake I still think about. It was so good. So good. And the brownies, insane. Insane. I feel like I was, like, picking it up from a restaurant. You, like, put it in a whole little thing and everything. And I was like, you're not, like, I didn't work for him anymore, so it's like I'm not getting fired or anything, but it was funny. At one point, he was like, I'm giving everybody a drug test, and I'm like, everyone will get fired. Like, what are you talking about? It was like, everyone's, like, probably smoking, so, and some of them were off the shits, like, some of the people that would work there. And, like, it's not this serious. What am I even reading? You are not 35, Pico. Or did you go back in time? You are not 35. I call bluff. Let me see some ID. I said breakfast food, so Mexican food for breakfast. Mexican food's good though, but for breakfast? Oh my gosh, like yeah, like or at the gas station when they give you like something ridiculous to carry around with the key. That's crazy. If a gas station has that, I'm not using it. I don't care what's going on. I always think those are like the worst, or like you have to go outside. Usually they're so fucking nasty and no one's ever cleaned them. No thanks. No thanks. Starbucks. Some people would go into the bathroom and just tear it up. We had so many like crazy experiences. I was like not doing it. I'm like, I will make it worse. Do not put me in a situation with like shit on the walls and stuff. Like I'm gonna be puking all over the place. Like do not. It's better if someone else. Which no one else wants to do that, right? But oh man, I remember somebody went in there and they just fucking were losing their shit. Quite literally. And I told my manager, I was like, not doing it. Not doing it. Good luck. Buckle up. Get a mask and gloves on. I'm imagining this. Please get photos and videos, Fraggle. I'd love to see. We have to do a live again, Fraggle. And you go back to your mom's with the sewing machine. Mini gardens? Oh, okay, like flower gardens, or you do veggies too, Paul? Oh, here we go with Jesse. He got a whole Waffle House fucking like order over here. Smothered and covered in what? In butter? With orange juice and a black coffee. Wow. Are you drinking the black coffee first, or you do like a swig of everything and then just like eat as you go? How do you guys eat? Do you eat like one thing individually, or you mix it all up, take a bite of this, and then you just eat it all together? Or would you eat one thing at a time? Or sometimes you can mix things together. You know what I'm saying? Some people eat shit differently. I do, depending on what it is. Thank you so much. Well, depending on what it is, I like to mix it together because it can be really good. But sometimes I do like my food. I like to eat certain things separately. You know what I do love about breakfast food is when like you're eating something with syrup, like pancakes or waffle or something, and you also have eggs, and then the eggs get in the syrup. I love it. I love it. I had eggs earlier. I made me 2 sandwiches. Oh man, I was like in a little food coma for a second. I was like, all right, get it together, you know? And then I did some stuff around here. Went and checked the mail, picked up and took up the trash. And my neighbor was all like, hey, you saw what happened? I was like, yeah, I saw you were fucking outside. And I called you and you didn't answer. It was a whole thing. Anyways. I could eat, once again, for the ones that don't know, breakfast food all day. It don't matter. Good to know. Jesse's gonna order the whole place. Everyone must use the community deodorant. What if people are like, I applied before I got here? You're like, we don't trust it. You need to lift the pits up. Pico what? I don't know how far behind I am. $50 gift? Where? Does that mean somebody going to the train station? You guys heard that? Excuse me, Pico? Do you need another fucking timeout? And I accidentally did that. If it was in an accident, you wouldn't be here right now. Don't get sassy. But I could swear when you came back into the chat after I literally unhid you within seconds, you had your mod wrench, though. So that was weird. You better apologize. Okay, Arthur, because, you know, check out the channel. If you know, you know, and if you don't, I don't care to explain. I really don't. My dog is the good touchy boy. Check out the rest. And making sure that he doesn't get trolls in here, okay? Or should I say they? What the F are you saying? What up, Jeremy? Welcome. We come in peace. I'm behind in the chat. Don't know how far, but welcome. Can I get this? Tell me your age, astrology, and favorite breakfast. Go. Jesse's like, I worked hard on my order. I'll make sure that Harchas learns it as well. You had like literally like how many things in there? I'm gonna go back up. Hold on. Okay, I guess 1 there, and then 2, 3. Covered, I think, is embuttered, right? 4. You had 4 things. That's not too bad, and then 2 drinks. It just seemed like a lot. Did you have enough characters for that to type? Let me go back down. And honestly, seeing your message again, Pico, I got some words. Are you still in here? Maybe I'll catch up and see if you are, but I got a few things to say to that. Tres leches? Yes, it is good. Not my favorite, but it is good. I'd rather do caramel brulee. Doggy tag. Oh, the person. Yes, Farms. I definitely, I figured you would say that. And that's okay. Always love me some gravy and biscuits. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. No promises, but maybe. I haven't had gravy in a long time. Oh, Fraggle. Talking about Golden Girls? That's hilarious. Yeah. Teddy was just like, give me the remote or I'll eat your face. You're like, okay, Teddy, whatever you want. I kind of want to know what's going on with the Golden Girls, too. Who didn't? Betty White was the shit. I honestly never watched the Golden Girls. Maybe I've seen, like, clips here and there, but I never, like, sat down and watched it. But don't tell Teddy. Teddy's over there like, I heard you. Which Michael Jackson song? I don't know. Maybe Thriller. Or, Smooth Criminal, right? But I like the Alien Ant Farm version. It reminds me of riding around the skating rink as a kid. And I honestly think it was better than the original version, but I know people will, like, say otherwise. How tall am I? Probably taller than you. Thanks, Lasser. Take me to the river. Billie Jean, yeah, Man in the Mirror is good too. It is. Australian, no. But kookaburras are cool. And the capybaras. For breakfast, single cam? Cammy, I'm gonna call you Cammy. For breakfast, Cammy? That's crazy. The Bloody Mary, though, is like, ooh. I have not had a Bloody Mary in years. I remember I used to go to this place that had Bloody Marys with my friend, and they had, like, specials and stuff. Put bacon in it. Random shit. Because, you know, like, places, like, try to get creative with Bloody Marys. Hey, Barb! Thank you! Happy Friday! You going fishing? What is everyone doing for the 4th? No, it's pretty hot here, too. I mean, I think everyone's going through, like, a weird heat wave, but no one believes in global warming, so it is what it is, right? Now, I do want breakfast pizza, too. I was like, I knew asking that was going to make me hungry again, which is okay. But maybe, like, you know, I'm trying to brainstorm. I did put pizza dough on my list. I can make pizza dough. Maybe I can make some pizza dough. But Aldi, I decided, I finally saw that Aldi had pizza dough, like, a month ago. Because they're always out of it, but it shows it on the website. And they're pretty good. I was like, this isn't that bad. Then you can make, like, 2 personal pan pizzas with it. Almost a little, like, not enough, but you can get 2 little personal pan pizzas with it. It's so good. I love to do, like, usually an Alfredo one, and like Alfredo chicken and bacon on top. And then the other one could be like pepperoni and cheese, or pepperoni and like maybe sausage. Just depends on what I'm working with, you know. Which reminds me that I need to make sure I'm working with stuff. I do have some sausages and pepperoni, so that's definitely a thing. But I love tons of cheese. Cheese is so good. That's the best part. Kind of. I'm not an Aussie. I'm in the U.S. Excuse me. Yeah, it is peacock. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Is that all you eat, Pico? And I still want to clarify on what you said earlier, but I don't know where I'm at in the chat, so making sure you're here. In Montana? Maybe. Oh, maybe. Am I in a room? No. It's an illusion. I should green screen, though. What if I did my beautiful sunflowers? It's like in my hair. This one was pretty cool this morning, though. I got to watch some bees in there. There's like a bee. It's pretty cool. Can't really see what it is with my head. Y'all want to see my purse? I get compliments about my purse like every time I go out. Some people, I forget I have the purse because I'm just like used to it at this point, but I had a Pusheen purse years ago and I got very similar reactions, but this one gets a lot of reactions from like random people, from like kids to people my age to like older people. One lady asked if I was an art teacher, and because I was like, oh, I get it all the time. I was like, thank you. Because she was like, oh my gosh, you must get it all the time. And I was like, yeah, I do get it all the time. And she was like, she's like, where did you get it? And we were at the thrift store. I was like, I got it here. She was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. But, look. My milk carton. It's kind of hard to see. And then I also have this little chick. She looks like a little voodoo doll. But she has a little bell. And it pretty much says on the thing, I don't know it verbatim, but essentially it's like reminds you to pick your battles. And it is very interesting for me in the store because the bells like keep me together. Going shopping with people, sometimes they're like, I can hear where you're at. I'm like, yeah, I'm like essentially like my bird for anyone that was here this morning. Oh, and I saw this thrifting last weekend and I thought of y'all for our circus. I found the clown. Literally. Just hanging out. Okay, I'm done. To a cinder block? I cannot. Wow. That could get crazy. As long as no one's like moshing with the cinder block key deodorant. It's like a ball and chain. I am not even gonna read that one. Yeah, everyone buckle up. Your first time here, buckle up. Jeremy, what's your age, astrology, and breakfast? Go. Ew, that is so gross, Pico. Ugh. That is gross. That's where I'm at in the chat. Good to know. What day was I born, Jalen? Ooh, some blueberries. Do you get a lot of blueberries, Paul? Don't say just flowers. I love flowers. I've been trying to grow my little, like, desert flower thing outside. The fucking cat of the neighborhood that belongs to Crazy Pants over here. So that's really why I have beef with the cat. Tore up my garden. Super annoying. Butter them biscuits. I feel like you gotta always have butter on the biscuit. And then you definitely have to have some honey. Depending on what you're doing. Like, but I love me a honey biscuit. Or cornbread with honey. And thanks, Nikita. Broke everything with a hammer? Where were you, Pico? Thanks, 6. Hold on. I remember you said that, Fraggle, but do you have it at your place or is it at your mom's? And it still works really well for 1910. And don't mess it up. No obligation or no pressure. Oh my gosh, Jesse's telling me he eats each item by itself. I'm definitely behind. Did your order come out yet, Jesse? Did the order come out yet? Yeah, I would do coffee at the end. That's what I thought when I read that. I was like, I would do coffee at the end. I was like, maybe take swigs of everything. Favorite dessert? Everything. Your wallet is like an onion. Whenever you open it, you cry. Oh no. Hey, Sandy. You have 4 or 5 singers? Pico? Are you for real, for real? Sell them. What's wrong with them? Ew. Stray Kids? Is that like a band, Jenna? Am I an astrologer? Yes and no. I don't think I don't like to like define my stuff, myself, my stuff. Ew. They are works of art. That's disgusting. That's like you really went around. Oh, Meatwad's here. You really went around. And he's like chirping away. Gross. 40 Libra Eggs Benedict. Okay, Prince. Wait, is that like with the toast? Italian pizza for breakfast? No, there's no, you're done. You're not returning. Thoughts on Pisces? Don't be in and out of the water. But they are adventurous. They are adventurous, but if they're hermits, they could be really hermity too. I've known Pisces that are very, very creative though. Very, very creative. But also can be emotional. And I think that's due to the waters. No offense. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. But they're feelers for sure. A couple of episodes of Arthur, really? Do you have any episodes in mind, Fraggle? Hold on. The dogs are like losing their shit because the fucking trash dude's like making it seem like some shit's popping off out there. Literally dropped the trash can outside because I checked when they started going off. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Thank you. Anyways. What is what? I'm lost. Yo, Chester. What up? What are nicknames for Chester? Chetty Chet? Well, what was your favorite food? Okay, Angel. Italian pasta. Y'all are saying shit that ain't breakfast food. Y'all could really do food that's not breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I can, but most of the time I want breakfast food. I've said that a lot, but for anyone that hasn't heard me, I'm like, nah. I want breakfast food, y'all. What the hell are you talking about, boy? Is that really what sauce is called? Teddy does have good taste. He still does. He's up there and definitely watching Golden Girls. Better stop playing. He'll be like, hey, Fraggle, I paused this episode for you. Sag 29 French toast? Yeah. Yeah, I need like some French toast, and I can do French toast by itself for sure, but with like some bacon. I think bacon all the time, really. Ew, in the country, it was like a big deal to like save your bacon grease. That's always grossed me out. I'm like, no, I don't want to save the bacon grease. Grease isn't really like supposed to be good for you anyways. It just depends on like what you're using when you're making stuff. And bacon obviously pushes out like oils and grease when you're making it. But I remember that in the country, like everyone had bacon grease in their fucking refrigerator. Good vibes only. Yeah, that's right. It is a peacock on my arm. Oh, I'm just getting to Barb's shit. Holy shit. Yeah, it is too hot right now. But you're gonna fish later, maybe? Slay it. Yeah, Fraggle. You're like in the mirror. You sing that to yourself in the morning? Jeez, that's just a lot, dude. Yeah, Nate. You're saying for the heat? Hold on. Shit, it went up. What is that, Ari? Oh, look, another Gemini, y'all. Yeah. They start to heavy spam. That's okay on a hide. I'm not going to get mad at someone for that. If they say it like twice, still probably looks like they're going to start spamming. But if they say that shit like 30 times, like train station, like nobody's got time for that. I notice. Sometimes they stop and they just go away because they realize they're not getting answered to. And then other times they just like possessive, you know? Focus on me! And I'm like, you need to relax. Like, I'm never going to respond to those things. Like, never. Maybe if like you're joking or something, but you're not, clearly. Clearly. You're still singing over there, Raggle? No to the toes. What up, Chuck? Happy Friday. Ew, one of them starts and the other one's like, yeah. It's fucking weird. Fried cheese? No. I have had fried Oreos before and it was so good, but me and my mom couldn't even finish the shit. And I can finish like almost any dessert. Like all the time. Like I'm always saving room for dessert. Like especially after dinner and shit. Like I'm like, no. There's always room for dessert. But me and my mom couldn't even finish it. It was so much. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, please just eat some more. And she's like, no. And my mom doesn't do sweets like that. She was like, it's good. And I was like, it is good. They had some other fried shit. It was like at a flea market. We went to 2 different flea markets. And one was like an indoor flea market-ish. And then the other one was like, everybody was selling everything. It was like fucking all kinds of like random shit going on. And that's where we got the fried Oreos. Oh, my birds? Oh, thank you so much. Who is that? Whoa. Thank you. What is that? Christian? Thank you so much. Oh, what? Oh, there's no birds in here, by the way. Okay, if it's your first time here, say, it's my first time here. If you've been in here before, but you've never talked, tell me that you've been in here before and you've never talked. If you're gonna be here forever, let me know. You'll be here forever. And I'm also taking attendance. Who's in here? Wisconsin cheese bites. I was saying the other day, I need to use the potatoes that I have. I've had them for a minute. I need to use the potatoes. I want to make some potato balls. And I'm going to drop them in some grease. I really like to pre-make them. Like if you put them in the, pre-make them and then you put them in the freezer. So then you can have them randomly. You got to put in a little bit of work, but then it'll last longer. Dosa, what is that? Is this the Matrix? I've actually never seen that. I've only just heard people say, is it the red or the blue? And I'm like, I'm assuming it's like a trip to whatever one you decide, but I've never seen this shit. Never seen it. He does need to be my co-host. He hangs out in the bird room a lot. I have a bird room. But he'll go around with me a little bit here and there, but I do have a lot of fish tanks and my fish are crazy. So I'm like a protector, you know, but he knows what time it is because we've had a couple incidences. But yeah, I've thought about doing lives in there actually. And I'm actually going to switch up that room because it's kind of like a bird guest room type of thing, you know. But I was thinking about switching up that room and having like a different layout in there. I've seen things years ago when I got back into being a bird mom because I was like jaded for a while. I saw a channel with the chick that had a bird room essentially, and the birds would just fly free and do whatever they want and fly on her, and she would just talk and chat and stuff, and I was like, that's really cool. He's so smart. I want to teach him tricks. I got him a little skateboard, but he fucking hates the skateboard, dude. Like, he hates it. He hates it. But he loves the rings. I have a little ring thing. He makes me a little sketched out with it because he'll put it over his head, but it just looks like a necklace. But that kind of, like, makes me feel weird. It easily comes off, but he'll, like, throw it and, like, catch it kind of thing. He's so fucking smart. But it has a stick on it, and then you put the ring on the stick. And I told you guys that he's potty trained. There's accidents. No animal is perfect, you know. But for the most part, he flies back to his cage. And I told you he says poop. It's actually pretty funny. I'm glad y'all saw him today. He's like, y'all see the dogs and obviously the channel and stuff. But that's my baby. I love him so much. Like, he always makes me laugh. When I saw him at the store for the first time, I was going in there for my little bird stuff. And I had a little bird community at the house, but I missed. Little birds can be finicky, but I've trained a couple of my little birds and they'll sit on your hand and stuff, but little birds do need a lot more work sometimes than like maybe a parrot. But parrots, if not played with, can be very mean and will literally fuck you up. But I ended up going to the pet store to get like random bird stuff. And I walked by, and in the back they had birds for sale. And I walked by and I seen him with another bird. There was two of them. And I almost got the other one too, but I ended up like, no, like I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get the one. And I literally walked by and he's like, and I was like playing along with him, and I was like, and we were doing this back and forth like dancing, and I was like, I left the store, I bought my stuff, and I just couldn't stop thinking about him, and I went to go get boba tea, and it took me forever to get the fucking tea, which I think it was the universe, like, think about it for a second, you know, but I just couldn't stop thinking about him, and I was like, I need you in my life, like, because I had a bird very similar to him, and I stopped birding because of that bird. And it was tough, like, but my best friend knows him too, and my best friend knew my bird as a kid and stuff, so like she's like, it's like gothic of my other bird. And I was like, yeah, he is like a little like punk rock gothic version. It's actually really funny. But I told you about him before as well, Fraggle, where he like does like the bird like Carlton or whatever, and he doesn't, like, he wants you to dance with him. He fucking loves hip-hop music. He loves it. He loves a lot of music, but he gets like amped like he's a fucking rapper, and sometimes the music will play Brit rap, and he goes in. It's like the funniest thing ever. If I'm ever looking for a laugh, he's providing for sure. He loves to dance, but he wants you to dance with him. Like, he will stop and be like, you're gonna do your part? Like, you need to be my hype man. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hype you up. It's so funny. Anyways, he's definitely my little hype man. Yeah, he should be a co-host. I know, I love him so much. It does make me think about like brainstorming for that. I just like keep a lot of my life private as well, y'all, so I haven't like meshed that in, but definitely my little buddy for sure. When I seen birds at the flea market a few weeks ago, I knew immediately that there were pet birds out there, and I was like, those aren't wild birds. And I turned into, there's different openings into the flea market, and I turned in right where the birds were. Then I was like, oh my gosh. And I went and talked to the guy for a minute, and he was actually kind of shocked that I was as educated, because I'm sure selling birds, like, a lot of people aren't. And I considered for like a second getting him a buddy, like my bird now, like a parrot buddy, because he has the other birds and he loves the little birds. Like, he's a little bit of a bully sometimes. He'll go up and like take their shit and drop it, and he gets a little feisty sometimes, but he loves the canary. They're like best friends. It's actually the really cutest thing. Like, he goes up and he says goodnight to her at night. It's like the cutest thing. Anyways, my day's good. Noah, how are you? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, Whitehorn. How are you? Did you finish your fucking fence? You almost got mixed in there with, like, I was like, wait, what? What up? I don't know if you're still in here. I am behind in the chat. But what up? Parrot, parrot. What are you talking about, Pico? I have a kind of magic. Sometimes I feel like that, but we all do. Sometimes I feel like I don't. I think there's magic in all of this, though. You've been here forever. What do you mean? Oh, now you're gone. Talk to you later, alligator. Thanks for stopping in. I saw one of your comments the other day, and I was like, where has he been? And he finished that fence. You better not been gone for that long and not finish the fence. No pressure. Are you kidding? Did you get Uber Eats, Jesse? Yeah, if you need to be cautious, otherwise your mom will not forgive you. Just kidding. But maybe not. And you probably wouldn't forgive yourself either, Fraggle. It's okay. I know you're trying to cop out and do a live sewing together. Bullshit. Bullshit. Well, next time when you go to your mom's in a few days, get a photo and post it on the community. You got some homework to do, Fraggle. Jeremy, would you retract? A croc? Like a crocodile? Ew. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Fraggle. Wow, Fraggle. It's funny when people don't use their wrench as often sometimes, and I'm like, it was like something like, oh no. It sounds like I have road work going on. Not anymore, maybe a few minutes ago, since I'm behind the chat. When he punches his little sister, what? DW? That's awful. Is that the one you're going to be watching? That sounds like you're, like, getting prepared to mosh tonight, Fraggle. Yes, DW. Oh my gosh. To tell her what's up? Is your Gemini coming out, Fraggle? That's crazy. What twin is talking right now? You were like, oh, that was 20 minutes ago, Dutchie. I've switched it up. Actually, you're probably still stuck in your ways and think that DW deserved it. Yes, it's a peacock. Yeah, this isn't my original voice. I'm throwing it, right? I have been getting froggy on here, though, talking so damn much. Oh, Teddy is totally watching Golden Girls. He's like, I'll be up here, Fraggle. It's not your time, but I'll be up here. Rewatching all of them, because if you love something, like, you can watch a quadrillion times, right? I like to think of it that way. I like to think of, like, even, like, any of my animals on the other side, that they're living their best life, and then we'll all meet again, Each is their own, but, like, even some of my birds, there's a couple songs when they come on, and I just literally, I think of them, and sometimes it can be sad, but I think we have that with angels as well. We got animal angels, and then human angels. No commercials. Absolutely no commercial. You think heaven's got commercials? That would be insane. Insane. Thanks, Paul. I don't think respect is in their blood. I don't know what they said, Astra. You were not telling me you sing Man in the Mirror over and over. That was forever ago. I hope you do. Sing that tonight before you go out there. Oh, I'm just getting to that message from earlier, and I need a break for a second. Oh, shit. Oh, I hope that doesn't leave a mark. Hold on. We get some ice. Fraggle, I have that fucking song in my head now. Damn it. $20 Leo and pancakes. Banana pancakes. Those are good. Hold on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask this again. Tell me who's here. Is this your first time? Have you been here before and you've been scared to talk? Because you shouldn't be. Or if you've been here all the time, then I know. Yeah. I don't know, Scorpio. Thanks, Paul. Paul's president. What was the other one that people used to say? Like here, present, president. Sorry, I was eating. Yeah, thanks, Jesse. He's like, ride or die. I was eating my chew, so I'm like, yeah. What, Ryan? Put my finches in here? No. Oh, thanks, Drosette. Tristan's like, I'm gonna be here forever. Thanks for posting, Drosette. I saw the community earlier. I was like, let me get on the community. Thank you for posting. Woo, it's hot out here. I really want to set up the pool. I keep saying that. But the rain is always so unpredictable. And you just do it. Maybe that's what I'll do 4th of July. Make some salad and tacos. Ooh, I did think about tacos for dinner. But I still have like one more round of salmon left and need to eat that. It's better to eat it sooner than later. So, I'm going to do salmon again. But maybe tacos tomorrow. Thanks, Jeremy. I'd like to think I'm chill. But you should buckle up. And if you're trolling me, then I could still be chill. But I could be like, rah. So it depends what's happening. What shoes am I wearing, really? That's like a segue to something else, right? Thanks, Mason. Can I get an age check, though? I have 4 birds. But I definitely have birdies in heaven, too, that I love and miss. But I have 4 birds. 2 dogs. And 18 fish tanks. I did have 23 fish tanks, but I shut some down. The smaller ones. Move fish to bigger tanks. Fun times. I thought that person got removed. That's weird. I mean, who am I kidding? Is anything weird here? What would I do first for my piece? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you mean. Veggie salad and tomato soup. Oh, I love me some broccoli cheddar soup. Oh my gosh. But it's so hot out, y'all. I don't think I can talk about soup right now. That's like when someone was talking about chili the other day. I love chili. Love it. And I'm weird. I put sweet corn in my chili. Oh, I love it. But I don't want to talk about none more. I'm like barely hanging on by a fan. I'm already gonna give Fraggle my fan for the weekend. He does like to headbang. You saw him getting bucked? He's so funny. I tell him, I'm like, ooh, buff it out. And he just like gets big. And sometimes he spreads his arms. Like he's like, check me out. He reminds me of like some, whoever it was. I think it was like Pearl's dad on SpongeBob. The dude on the beach. Super swole. Right? Bloody Mary is the Breakfast of Champions. Is it? I guess you're getting tomatoes in, right? Yeah, I really hope that he will be more open to the skateboard. Because I've seen like videos of other little birds, like lovebirds and stuff, and parrots skateboarding. I'm like, it's okay if you don't want to be the next Tony Hawk. No pressure. But he's like, what the fuck is this? That's how it was for his birthday last year. It was his 5th birthday. And he loves papaya. But he loves those little pieces. They come in like the little bird bags. Well, he used to. I bought him papaya and I bought him like this $20-something fucking toy. He was fucking petrified. Like he flew to the other side and was like, I'm out of here. Like, don't bring that shit in my cage. Get me away from it. And I was like, but I had got him the little balls with the bells on them already. So I had like a backup toy. And I knew that he would like those, but he loved those. So I ended up going back and buying 2 more packs of those. Like, so it was like recycling the money a little bit. But he hated the papaya pieces. And he like literally, I put them in his bowl. Well, I gave him one. He kept dropping it. And I was like, okay, that's telling, right? And then I put a couple in his bowl just to see how he would act. He literally was slinging them out. And I was like, you little shit. Those things are more expensive than they've ever been. It's crazy. They used to be really cheap. I think they changed it up. And there's something, they dye the pieces or something. But I ended up going to the damn store and getting him a papaya and dehydrating it. And he ate the dehydrated papaya. So I was like, damn. Hold on. He loves, he likes like random stuff. He would probably eat all the bad stuff he shouldn't be eating if I let him or whatever. But whenever I have food out, he's like, hey. He's like, fucking, the dogs don't beg like that, but he begs like a little dog. He's like, give me some of that. And he'll snatch. He'll literally snatch shit. So I try to, like, if I know he's not supposed to have something, I won't be eating something around him. And I don't really eat in there like that anyways. But he loves it. I make eggs. When I do eggs for, like, tuna and stuff, I also give the eggs to the little birds because they like it. The canary, she loves it. She, like, tears it up. But he don't care for the eggs. Like, he's like, get that shit out of here. He doesn't like the eggs. He's like, I'm not eating my cousins. What's crawling on my back? Is it a spider? Provoke the truth? What is that? Carrots are a lot of work though, so I don't ever suggest it for, like, people that think that it's like it's fine if I'm, like, never home, or, like, no, they still need your love and attention. He's very, very independent, so that's nice. But he loves the snuggle. Like, we have downtime every night, like, for sure. And then he's out and about and does his thing all day, so he's chill. He checks on everybody else. And the little birds are tame too. Like, my finches actually had babies at one point when I first got them. And that was actually a really cool, like, experience of seeing how hard, like, little birds work for their family, especially finches. Like, they honestly, like, the mom did so much. The dad, I love my boy finch, but he barely did shit. It was the mom holding down the fort. He's, like, literally, like, running away from the kids all the time. But it was really the cutest thing to see them grow. And I was like, I can't keep them all, you know. I was like, I can't, you know. I did try for a while, which was sad, but I ended up giving them to someone. Anyways, but little birds shit a lot. For anyone that doesn't know, they shit a lot. So you really do have to, like, stay on top of their shit. Like, quite literally. Are you asking me, RM? You're asking me my question? I think it is funny when people do ask me my question back. Yes, Polly. I will never forget Polly Fraggle. I don't know how far behind I am in this fucking chat, but Polly was a movie that I don't think I could probably watch as an adult because I may cry, because it does remind me of one of my first periods. Crazy. I love Polly. Loved it. I have not seen it in a very long time, but definitely was one of my favorites. Sagittarius omelet. What kind of omelet? Who's Cheech Marin? Like Cheech and Chong? Some of the shit I read. Can't even be shocked, but South Africa in the house. 41 Aquarius. Okay, what's your favorite food, Sparks? Or breakfast food? Take Ricola. Ricola! That's actually pretty funny. That's actually really funny. The purpose of the channel, to do whatever I want. Be a good human. Meet cool people. Chat about life. Do arts and crafts. But I got people straight up asking me to fart on the camera and shit. I'm like, y'all are wild. Some wild stuff. Like, I just do whatever I want. You take it or you leave it. Oh my gosh, we're talking about the skip ahead button for Golden Girls. I did walk away for ice and to fill up my cup again, but shit. Alright, I'm gonna try to scroll through. But I definitely want to make sure I'm hiding things, because what the hell? What up, Grown? Okay, see you later. You're with your sandy feet. I don't know, Lucid. Do you know? Lucid, how old are you again? And what was your astrology? And you're gonna tell me the breathless part too? Ew. What up, Bama? I don't know if your photo will be verified or not. Oh, Teddy did that too? Maybe that was like a connecting moment there in the universe. Yeah, he slings shit out too. He has his favorite whenever I top off everyone's food every day. Like, I let him pick from his stuff. And the other day, there's like these little flax seeds in there. They're not flax seeds. They're like white sunflower seeds or something. I try to order them individually, and they're actually pretty expensive. But I switch up with his food stuff sometimes, because some food can get real fucking dusty and shit. But anyways, I let him pick. And the other day, he picked like 5 of them at once. I was like, okay, cool guy. He had them like in his mouth like a little grill. I was like, okay. And then he'll go into his bowl and he starts slinging shit. The canary does that shit too. I had to put a towel above the cage to my parents' cage, because she was constantly slinging seed in his bowl, like his water bowl. I was like changing his water like every 5 seconds, and I was like, all right, girl. But she goes in there and she slings it like a little brat. I was like, all right, I guess. She's like, I don't want this shit. Where the eggs at? Jesus. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Yeah, you feel the shit in your drawers because you done, boy. Off to the train station. I already knew when I saw the first part, but I saw you hid them. They were already hidden, or I saw that they were already hidden when I looked to delete their message. When they're like, can I ask you a question? Because you already fucking know. Like, just ask the damn question. Don't be fucking asking if you can ask a question. You've already fucking sketched us all out. And we're all like traumatized little birds around here. Like, quite literally. I'm gonna try to like work on that, because that's not fair. But the internet be making people do and say wild things and pretend to be 50 personalities and 50 different people, and some people are one person but on some crazy ass missions. Like, we had a Power Ranger in here last week talking shit to Simba, just came in talking shit to Simba. And then the other shit, like, with fucking the other person, I'm not even gonna say their name. Thanks, Jackson. I'm not gonna say their name, because I know these people like name drops too. I think they feel like maybe kind of cool. But the other person coming here talking shit to Bama too. I'm like, relax. That's not gonna fly around here. Whoa! What is that? Flow state. Flow like the river. You heard? Thanks, Jesse. Oh, guess what, y'all? I am behind in the chat per usual, but that's not the guess what. I crossed another milestone today. Do I like photography? Yes. That's something I would like to pour into more later, like having a really good camera. I catch some beautiful photos. Like my best friend's mom, she used to take us to like it was like it was quite a bit of distance. But we would go almost every other weekend or every weekend. I feel like it was every other weekend to this camera store. And she would go get lenses. Thank you so much, sister. That she'd get camera lenses and like just all these different things. And if you're not into like the camera stuff, like you don't really know, you're just like, yeah, it's just a lens. But she just had an eye for photography. And she's gained her angel wings, and I feel like she lives on a little bit sometimes through my photos, because I'm like, the things that I capture, like I feel like she helps me capture them. It's pretty cool. But she loved taking photos, and she loved taking photos for people too, like always doing little photo shoots and stuff. Anyways, your uncle was explaining that, Fraggle? You're like, yeah, I don't know that guy. Your uncle, like, you don't know that guy? That guy's always, that's crazy. I was like, wait, are we talking about Cheech? Because when you said another part of the name, I don't remember, and I've never heard that before. Tough, simple Gemini. Yeah, sounds like a tough, simple Gemini. What was your age and breakfast? Look at Gemini trying to be cool. At least Fraggle told me. There's someone else that said Gemini earlier, and I don't think they gave a food. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least Fraggle did. What up, Albert? Oh. You're in the case, Bama? Or are you in the club? You in the club? Mud City, where the hell is that? Anywhere with mud? Okay, tough, simple, you did. I take back my smart remarks, but you didn't say the breakfast yet, I don't think. Thanks, Fraggle! Damn, am I close in the chat then? Because I just said that. I said I crossed another milestone. Thanks, Fraggle. We've come a long way. That's for sure. I cannot. You're about to get a timeout. I'm like an hour behind, and you're going to get an hour behind timeout. How's the day treating me? Great. What about y'all? Tell me your 4th of July plans. Go. I'm surprised you don't have a turtle. Bama, you saw when I said that you need a turtleneck? I was like, Bama, you need to get a turtleneck. You need to take your ass down to Goodwill and get yourself a turtleneck. Oh, Squeaky goes for the sunflower scenes? Oh, you already got a timeout. You're done. You predicted that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sketched out by that one. We'll see how it goes. I didn't see your message while I am behind. I think I'm getting closer, though. But you got a timeout. Yeah, I go every weekend, just about. I started going to some auctions. So the auctions really kind of changed it for me, because these people buy shit by the bins and then they go and sell at the flea market. So I was seeing people that I buy stuff from at the flea market at the auctions. And a couple of them were polite about it, and they were kind of like not sizing me up, but they're like, what are you trying to do here? Like, are you competition? Because they try to outbid you and stuff for the bins. But maybe this weekend. I haven't gone as much during the summer. If I do, I go real early because it gets so brutally hot. And there's like aisles of it. So I try to fully walk the whole aisle, all the aisles. One time I got yelled at. Since you weren't there, I think somebody, I can't remember who was in there. There wasn't as many people anyways, but I got yelled at by this fucking dude. And I was like, unless you stole your shit, you're fucking fine. He's like, no videotaping. I'm like, you're fine. You're literally fine. And I wasn't even listening to him at first. Like, I was just like living and talking and looking and being ADHD undiagnosed. And he's like, you, yeah, you. And I was like, oh, who the hell are you talking to? I was like, I didn't even know you were getting nasty with me. And you think I'll ever buy anything from you? And I go there so much now. And I see him all the time. I'm like, yep, you're lucky I don't take all your shit and dump it over. He was so rude. Hot chocolate milk with bread. Okay, Taurus. Are you boxing as a Taurus? That sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. I actually want to take up boxing though. See, goddamn girl, look what you done did. I did read your comment, boxing. I'm behind. And I don't have my sign that says I'm behind. Frago ended up getting a light up sign where you can literally put different messages on it, and the one in the office right now says behind in the chat. I haven't put anything else on it. I just thought it would be funny, but shout out to Farms because she was like, you need a sign. I was at the store and the lady, and no coincidence, was like, everything on that rock is on sale. And I was looking at the sign and I was like, that would be kind of fun. It's like old school. I put my little message in there and it's funny and it lights up. Oh, I still get shit from the flea market. For sure. Oh, he can go. I thought it was train station time anyways, Bama. Yeah, we know you don't play it. We know it. I don't know. Y'all are a little crazy. It's not hate. But I've been burned by a few Geminis. But I still get along with y'all. And I'm a half Gemini anyways. So I make peace with it. I always laugh with the Geminis. I've never not said that. Y'all just get a little squirrely sometimes. And you like withhold emotions and then pop. Like that's the shit that I'm like, whoa. Whoa. But that's like the tough. This like one of the twins is like super tough about it. I never said y'all were bad. You said Leos are the worst. I don't agree with that one, but they can be filled with ego for sure. I mean, come on. Man, where you at? Yeah, you're back after that timeout. Terry Hatcher. Are you really a Taurus? Everyone's saying, not everyone, but I saw pizza quite a bit. I'm like, for breakfast, y'all? Unless it's breakfast pizza. Come on. No, I wasn't making enemies. I actually made friends. It was pretty cool. I made quite a few friends at the auction. It was nice. And then when I seen them later on at the flea market again, they know now I'm not competition, that I'm still willing to buy from them. I'm like, it's a treasure hunt. You may find some cool shit that I'll never find. And I was like, who knows? So I could just still buy it for you for cheaper, and you'll probably sell it to me for a good price because we're cool. So, and everyone makes a little bit of money. It's fine. Or if I don't flip it, I want it, and it's fine. You made some money. They get greedy. That's where they fucked up doing, like, getting, like, greedy and all the stuff. Snapping turtles out of a kiddie pool? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, say no to the turtles. You're gonna get turtles instead of a cat? I'm just kidding, but Bama? Yes, Jesse. I haven't opened the water yet, but I'm just gonna let you know this was completely frozen before I got out here. Thanks, Jesse. I saw that one before and I'm like, do I look like a turtle or is it I look dehydrated? Which one? It could be a reminder for both. But Bama's the turtle. He needs a turtleneck. You know what I mean? The stickers are fun. So when you guys do the stickers, ooh, do you have like like some cracks going on? I'm like, whoa. Do you get to type in the thing like what you're looking for? Does it get like you know how when you go into the emoji box, emoji keyboard or whatever, you can type like kind of what you're looking for, or you type the word and it comes up with an emoji? Does it do that for the stickers? Frag was like, I call them Leos out like I see it. What up, UK James? You got some crumpets or some biscuits? It said stay hydrated. It says that. So maybe you are telling me to stay hydrated. They ran away? Is that a joke, Trosant? Turtle power. Bama the turtle. He's a lion and he's a turtle. Imagine. Imagine. Because that's what it is. Turtle, turtle. Wait, you're not joking? That happened? They literally ran away? What did you have them in? I remember I did hermit crabs with my cousin like 10 years ago or some shit. And I was like, you're gonna help me take care of the hermit crabs, right? And he's like, yeah. He didn't fucking help me at all. And they literally, like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It's probably different now for me now having fish tanks, but I don't think I would have hermit crabs again. When I was a kid, I had a lot of hermit crabs. I loved, like, getting the decorative shells. He didn't help me, and when they didn't run away and it smelled so bad. So bad. It was awful. It was awful. They were in a big fish tank. So what? They jumped out? That sounds insane. They're like, bye, Trosant. We'll leave you some shit to clean on the way out. Were you devastated? No, I've never seen them hatch. I have seen, like, different sections on the beach with, like, wildlife protection for them, though. Which I'm glad they do. Who remembers that fucking movie? Turtle. I don't think I ever even seen it. Maybe I did. But he had glasses like that. Right? Let me see. Master of Disguise. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow, I actually didn't know that that was, or no, that's not the same person. I thought that was David Spade for a second. I was like, Joe Dirt? That's funny. When did that come out? Hold on. 2002. That's why I was like, yeah, it was a while ago. Damn. That's crazy. Jim Carrey or Dana Carrey? Is that the person in there? Yeah, it is, because I still have it pulled up. I don't know people's fucking names. Is he related to Jim Carrey? That sounds silly, right? Oh shit. Right before I left the chat yesterday, they were trying to talk about, or was it yesterday? We're talking about the 9/11, and I was like, oh no, we'll save this one for another day. So this is interesting that this is like full circling. Oh, you know something I watched? I never finished it on Netflix though, so that was pretty annoying. But I watched The Heist. Did anyone ever see that? That's okay, I translated. But I was like, wait, Jim Carrey? But then I still had the thing pulled up, so I was like, wait, never mind. I've actually never seen Wayne's World either, but I've heard the song. Hold on. I'm gonna call. Hold on. That's a no. Okay. No. It was in, I think it was in Spanish, and you would watch it in, with subtitles. The Money Heist or something. But I remember the last episode of it, or series kind of thing, because it was like in pieces. Yeah, the Money Heist in Berlin. That's what it was. I love that. I love that show. But I didn't watch the end of it. And the end started feeling like it may have been weak towards the end. They do a voiceover, like for, I think they do voiceover for the actual show, and then you can obviously do subtitles, but I think some of it's in Spanish. It's pretty cool though. Oh my gosh, like seeing these people on here again, I'm like, oh yeah. There's another show too. It was on Netflix as well, but I haven't Netflix in years. It was about a blind chick, and it was like a crime type show, and the chick was blind in the dark or something. But I knew someone that I never expected to watch it, so we would talk about it from time to time, but I never finished watching it, so I have no idea what happened. The last time I saw that person, they're like, oh yeah, I watched it. Hold on. And I was like, don't tell me. They're like, yeah, but they said it was getting kind of whack. Because you know how sometimes they overdo shit? That's why I really stopped watching a lot of stuff, because they just overdo it. Just overdo it. I'm like, we don't need like 90,000 episodes of the same shit, you know? Oh, it's only on Netflix for Money Heist. So if you do have it, if you have Netflix, check it out. Who's my favorite Ninja Turtle? I don't have one, but you may freak out over that. My best friend's brother was obsessed with Ninja Turtles. He would probably freak out over that, but I'm more likely to answer Power Ranger. I do remember Ninja Turtles, but I forgot that they had names. You know, that's when your phone's listening to you and it literally, you type in like bare minimum and it pulls it up. Yeah, okay. I see what you're doing. Why does one of them look like Michelangelo? Is that real life? Hold on. You're really handsome? Okay. Ew, what show? Do I even want to know, Grown? Are you, Bama? No way. Oh, I thought Tristan was saying that was his favorite Ninja Turtle. And I was like, that's not what the chart says. I was like, are they called that? Is any of them called that? That's hilarious. I cannot. Droogs are bad, okay. The cultural shift? I cannot. It was that devastating. I'm bad at movies, y'all. I did see Mortal Kombat the other day listed as a suggested movie, but it was like the old school one, and I watched the trailer for it because I was like, wow, like I had so many flashbacks of watching that on like USA and TNT and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Street Fighter, yes. Or Mortal Kombat, I have it on Sega. That would be one game I really would want to play. Getting a console again. Favorite Ninja Turtle, go. Someone said that earlier. Was that you, David? Did you say that earlier? She played in something else later. I forget what it was, and I feel like I seen it. Oh, I think it was Pretty Little Liars. Well, that's not... I thought her name... Maybe I was reading that wrong. Mosley. I seen something later with that dude and her, though. What was her name? Lindsay Shaw. The first thing that Google brings up from that is what did she, I can't even say it on, and I was like, wait, what? She did do Pretty Little Liars. I was like, I saw her on Pretty Little Liars. "10 Things I Hate About You," never saw that. And then she did Ned's Declassified and Pretty Little Liars. I saw something about her with like, yeah, I saw that she was like making decisions. And I was like, damn, I saw that a long time ago. I thought maybe I saw like not a documentary or something about it, but maybe like a video or two. And then also the one chick that was in the Missy Elliott videos, she was like speaking out about mental health and stuff. Apparently. I just saw that on the list, but I never saw that. Trusn't. I do think she's pretty. I've never heard that. I've heard a lot of the same shit. When I think about World Cup, I don't think about it because I'm not watching it, but I'm not against it. Were you really, Freckle? Thanks. Thanks, Max. Were you really, Freckle? You like grown-up people cry? Okay. You said say something smart? How about I do something smart? You're hidden. Gone. To the train station, bitch. Sayonara. I didn't see Wanted, but I did see the Taken movie, and I don't really remember much of it, though. And then they made a second one, I think. And I did see Salt. I said that before. I like Salt. Salt was some cool stuff. Wait, what? No, I haven't seen Hannah. Is that a movie or a person? Hannah Banana? It's a peacock, yes. Thanks, Max. It's like Salt? Oh, it's like the movie Salt? What would be the differences? Yeah, they should, Trosit. They should. You should write them a letter. That's cool, King. I know, right? Am I an actress? No. Can you imagine? What? I can't. I'm not even going to try to translate that. What the fuck are you talking about? Now you're gonna cry because you're terminated. Take your shitty jaws and get on the board or get on the train and you're getting shipped off. And Bama don't bring you back. Once you go, you go. It was gone. He gets them all loaded up on the train. Don't even buckle you in. Everyone gets their own little window. And by own little window, you may have like 30 people on one little opening of the window sticking your heads out. And you can't dodge in and out like chicken. So it's going to be a rough ride. Sayonara. Hold on. Yeah, thanks, Nar. American? Maybe. USA! USA! What are you talking about, Jay? Oh, yeah. Oh, good Lord. Train hopping, like daily? That would be insane. And honestly, I could barely, like, walk on my own feet sometimes. So, like, to jump onto a train, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I would never do that to the pups. Never. Sounds kind of cool, but awful. Sounds kind of cool, but no. No. I don't know about all that. Don't be bringing that boogity in here, dude. You are a rat in a cage. Like Alice in Chain, right? Hold on. Biatch! Did Smashing Pumpkins do Rat in a Cage? I thought it was Alice in Chains. I am awful at names. I'm gonna look though. It does say Smashing Pumpkins. I thought it was... Let's see. Oh, they have Man in a Box. I got Box and Cage confused. Frag was like, don't you second guess me. I'm in my prime, and you ain't gonna be a survivor of this chat or a survivor of the DDJ because you've gone off to the motherfucking train station. Do not collect $200. Do not change your drawers. We know they're shitty. And all fucking board. That's funny. It was like right in the cage. Oh, they had Rooster too. I was definitely thinking wrong with Alice in Chains. That's so funny. Bonjour. That's almost it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Or fucking Radiohead. I thought Harchess's song on his video today had it just disconnected me. I thought Harchess's video was I'm a Creep by Radiohead. It almost sounded like it in the beginning. But yeah, I like that one too. It's sad though, you know? It's sad, but it's nice. Oh, emo kids. Silly emo kids. Do they get an option to stick their head out the train window? Radiohead did sing Creep. What am I doing? You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Or then there's hold on. I love Stained Outside. Cause inside you're ugly like me. I really love the acoustic version of that song though. Like, I love acoustic music. I love acoustic music. Damn it. I have an art piece somewhere that I did that quote. I'm like, I don't belong here. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. The acoustic version of that song's good too, though. He's like, ooh. So pretty. Oh my gosh, is the love that real? Fraggle. I should start blasting it right now. A debate in your house? I don't know. Probably not. Nope, you don't want me on a motorcycle. It's not safe for anybody. Oh, Bama, you literally almost got hidden. I thought that was the squiggles. No tourists here. Yeah, Nard? It's a banger. How old are you, Nard, and what's your astrology? GOA? What's that? You're like, they're alright, but every fucking day is enough. Yeah, I get it. I get it. That makes sense. What about... What was it? Cage the Elephant. That's what that reminded me of. I was like, what did that remind me of? Oh, yeah. Pisces. Okay. Okay, Sam. Braggle, your favorite sign. Ain't no rest for the wicked. I don't know why that started mixing into like a country song. I've been all over the place this week. Oh my God, Mama, guess what I listened to the other day? It was She's in Love with the Boy. And I used to love that song because it would literally be like, my daddy said he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to, what is it? What is smarts? What is it? I played it and I knew it like it was like the back of my hand. It's crazy. But sometimes when I go back to like rehearse it, it's like I need the song for backup. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he ain't worth the lick. When it comes to brains, he's got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and she just don't care. So funny. It's actually hilarious. Oh, what's even more funny is I noticed when I was listening to the song the other day, there's a part in there that's like, she'd follow Tommy anywhere. I was like, damn, Tom. I was like, Tom, what's your wife's name? I really think it's so funny. He ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he's got the short end of the stick. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Cage the elephant.